So, Link's sister's safe now. She's with the pirates. The king thanks Volu, who says something in ancient Hylian.
So now where they're gonna take them? Well, yeah, I guess I wonder where you guys headed next.
I think first we're going to Hyrule, because the king has something to tell us.
Okay. But then again, I already mentioned it.
What?
That they're probably gonna mention how since he took out the sword and wielded it, that Ganon's powers have restored or whatever.
Yeah. Well, there's a few other things that have happened.
Yeah.
That we've just figured out.
Okay. Every time he pulls that, it's like, hey, in a deep voice.
So Tetra comes with us. And King's told us we need to go back to the room with the Master Sword. So Tetra will follow you through.
Just like Pikachu in the special Pikachu edition of Pokemon.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or Hardcore or Surf, whoever is first in your party. Why didn't they take any of that out? Like, it was really cool.
I think with 3D Pokemon games, it's way too hard to do. Because you have to do inaccurate scaling, because...
Oh yeah, like Flex and Y and all that.
Yeah. Because like Wailord's like the size of an actual whale and stuff, so...
Yeah. Was Diamond Pearl and Platinum and then Hardcore Sorcerer, was that borderline 3D? Or...
It had some 3D-esque graphics, but it wasn't like... Yeah, like some of the backgrounds were more 3D, but it was mostly 2D. They were kind of doing a hybrid style.
Oh. Can we call him Marshmallow Head right now?
Huh?
Because it looks like it has a marshmallow for a head.
Oh, it's because he's turned around. It's his collar.
Well, I said for right now we can call him Marshmallow Head.
Yeah. So he starts talking about if we've heard of the tales of Hyrule. Because this is the kingdom of Hyrule we're in.
There we go.
And he's the king.
Is he the Burger King?
Yeah.
Is he married to Dairy Queen? And does it look like
this is the official reveal. The king of Red Lions is the king of Hyrule.
Okay, you just ignored what I said after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our boat is the king of Hyrule. He starts talking about how Hyrule was essentially like taken over by Ganon. And so the only way for him to stop Ganon, because there was no hero, was to leave the fate up to the hands of the gods. They decided to seal away Hyrule by flooding the world. So Hyrule was washed away.
No.
But they didn't seal away the people. So people escaped to the mountaintops so they could take refuge in the new world. Those are the ancestors of the modern people. And so people started living on the islands, which were the former mountaintops. And as long as Ganondorf was sealed in Hyrule, he should have been fine.
piece of the Triforce. Is it the Triforce of Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
What isn't Zelda supposed to have it or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because she is Zelda.
Oh. She was in disguise.
Well, I think she didn't know she was Zelda.
Oh. So, if there's different Links, there's also different Zeldas?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The only person that there really aren't different versions of is Ganondorf. He had one other version, but Ganondorf has been the same Ganondorf through most games. But
Yeah.
there are different Links and different Zeldas.
Yeah. But she didn't know that she was actually Zelda?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of didn't like this decision they made for this game. You have to leave Tetra here. I felt like it was kind of a waste of her character. So he says he thinks he might know what caused Master Sword to lose its power. And what we need to return the power to it. And he'll, I think, tell us when we leave. So he tells Zelda to stay here because Ganon doesn't know about it. And he returns to the boat. Well, no, actually, I think he teleports over there for some reason. Yeah. He's gonna go back to the boat in a second.
Oh, so the boat was the king?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense now. He just giggles and just goes away, I guess. Runs off.
So I think this is supposed to set up the last half of the game. Because we're about midway through.
Yeah.
Let me go back to looking at red lines. And he says the reason that this is probably that something's happened to the sages, which give it power. There are two temples in Hyrule, the Wind Temple and the Earth Temple, and there should be a sage in each one of them praying to the gods. And so we need to go to both of the temples to see them. But there's a barrier around Hyrule Castle, so we can't actually get there from underneath. But they should all have an entrance on an island somewhere in the Great Sea. And he'll mark the two places on the sea chart. So that's about, I think, 2/3 of the quest we're going to do to the end of the game. There's one more third that I think we'll talk about in a bit. But actually, what's likely to happen is there's a few other small things I need to do before then. So I'm probably going to ignore the temples for a few parts. He says, you know, the Legend of the Hero of Time, which is the Link that you play as an Ocarina of Time. He defeated Ganon and brought peace to Hyrule. A piece of the Triforce was given to him and he kept it safe. That's the Triforce of Courage. When he left, he separated the Triforce into 8 shards, hidden through the land. So that's the final third of the game, is you have to go find all the pieces of the Triforce of Courage. So the three main things is the 2 temples and then the Triforce.
I like how some of the games connect a lot to the previous ones.
Yeah, this one has a lot of real heavy references to Ocarina of Time, because this is one of the games in the Zelda timeline that comes right after.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend some time now doing
Side quests?
yeah, side quests.
Okay.
Because there's every single square on this map has at least one island. We have not been to the majority of these. A lot of these will contain items we'll need. There's 2 that are required. A lot of them are upgrades, and we have, I think, all the potential to do that now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, one of the first things we can do right here is put Temple of the Gods on the map.
I think we're at, you're almost out of bait.
Huh?
I said you're almost out of bait, but yeah.
Yeah. I should buy more bait soon. And like I've probably said before, he'll actually tell us a secret every time too, as well as giving us this. A lot of the fish talk about something called the Triumph Forks. They don't know what the Triforce is, so they call it Triumph Forks. Let's go talk to Tingle. Tingle has an island. It sucks. So the first place I'm gonna go back to is Windfall, and we can actually use. Oh, all right. Apparently, just get on my boat. I'll use the Ballad of Gales. This Windfall has a lot of things we can do. So we'll warp there.
The session's an hour, 30 minutes.
Alright. Well, I'm guessing we're splitting them up into parts.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's our plan.